Welcome to an impromptu Holy Shhh Podcast post-show AEW Wrestledream. I think we just witnessed a murder, Chuck.
I feel like we saw murder, bro.
I felt like that just happened. But it's your boy AB from DET.
I don't know how to feel. I'm Chuck.
Now, as you know, I usually do AEW by myself, but Chuck, he is not a fan. He is not an every week watcher. He does not know the history of this, but he watched today and said he'd join along. I'm 1,000% sure I'll regret this, but we're diving right into it. Chuck.
Oh my God, he murdered somebody.
We're talking about Daniel Bryan, if you haven't watched it, man. Or Bryan Danielson, I should say.
He murdered my man.
Bryan Danielson is no longer the AEW World Champion as Jon Moxley chokes him out to start his record-setting fourth title reign. A lot of people always said Kenny Omega or this person or that person. No, Jon Moxley is the heart of AEW. If you watch it, you know. You understand what I'm talking about.
Hold on, let me change my light. I'm in a WWE light. There, I'm in AEW. I'm ready.
There we go. Let's get into it. I know we just gave the finale already, but we'll get into the start of the match. Who we got out here? What up, those sports for you? Yo, them brothers, man, they got a cool show, man. 100%, man.
Yes, I'm. This is my first time, and I feel like I'm an accomplice of a murder.
You say, am I the only one uncomfortable with how they doing Bryan Danielson? They telling stories here now, man. They telling stories.
Is that a story or a murder?
A little bit of both. We'll have to tune in next week to find out. Let's get to the beginning of the show. Switchblade Jay White shook up the world. Nobody thought that he was going to come through and do what he did, but he defeated the red-hot Adam Hangman Page by reversing a buckshot lariat and catching him in the Blade Runner. Man, and the ending, you know Hangman Page is not letting this in. He screams out, "This is nowhere near over. I'm not through with you." So we're going to get a lot more of Switchblade and Hangman Page, and I like it. This match was incredible, man. Hell of a way to start the pay-per-view. Chuck, your thoughts on Switchblade?
Isn't Hangman the guy who burned Swerve's house?
He is the guy who burnt down.
So you just beat Swerve, and now you losing to this guy?
It's not this guy though. You know, Jay White is a serious threat. He just got hurt. Him and the Bang Bang Gang was running shop.
You just burned the man's house down and put him on injury reserved, and then you lose the following pay-per-view, and then you got spit on.
Yeah, that is true too.
He spit on you.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel.
I don't either. You know, I haven't sit up here. I ain't gonna be the AEW mark and just say, "Oh, he was supposed to win," but I felt like you, man, like you just let him beat Swerve. Like, why would he lose to Jay White? I like Jay White. I want him to flourish, but come on, man. This is Hangman Page. He just burnt a man's house down, took his childhood from him. One of the greatest PWIs, number 2 this year, Swerve Strickland. And then he loses to Jay White? Like, what? Yeah. I guess they telling a story, though, man. Maybe this is going to be a series or something.
The match itself, though, was phenomenal. I will
match
say
was
that.
Phenomenal. 100%.
I just didn't understand because I was like, when I heard the name, I'm like, wait, ain't that the guy who burned his house down?
Right.
I think I texted you. Was like, is it? You was like, yeah, that's him. I'm like, then he lost. I'm like, why did he lose? Like you just won. Like you're supposed to be. I don't know.
No, you're 100% right, man. You're telling the truth, man. So I agree 1,000%. Hangman should have won, but we will see where this heads with Jay White and the Bang Bang Gang up 1-0 at Hangman Page. But next up, Mariah May defeats Willow to retain the AEW Women's Championship. And one for the ages, I might add, man. I'm telling you, I love watching this match just because it's 2 homegrown AEW stars going at it. These ain't somebody who came over from somewhere and made a name. No, they made a name right there in AEW, and they killed it. killed it, man. Hell of a match, man. Willow held her own. The false finishes. One thing I like about Mariah May, with heels, typically they run. They don't stand up to the fight. Mariah May picking fights, running up on people, poking them all in the head. She ready for that action, and she also a heel. I like that type of heel. Unlike we were talking about Liv Morgan always running, at least I give Mariah May credit, man. She talk that shit, she back it up. But your thoughts on this, Chuck, being a first-time watcher of Mariah May, our champion?
I enjoyed this match.
Okay.
I really liked how Mariah May looked strong against Willow, even though Willow was bigger. Usually when somebody's smaller, they usually just get strong arms. But
right,
she held her own. But one thing I didn't like was Mariah May at the end. Like, I hate when they all of a sudden get this burst of energy and start hitting their finishers. I'm like, well, once she did it, I was all right. I know I was coming to the end, but I was like, I like the whole we're both tired, we're both gasping to put our finishers on each other. And then all of a sudden she's had all the energy in the world to hit her finishers. I just was like, damn. But other than that, it was great. I just was like, you could have still just sold the whole we're still tired, because this woman was putting you through hell until
right.
the end.
100%, man. Mariah May, man, she been holding her own. I don't know who's gonna take that title off of her. If I had to take a guess, I would say Toni Storm gonna come back and do it, or Mercedes Moné. She wasn't on the pay-per-view, but she might be next up. Never know, man.
She's advertised for it.
Yeah. Next up, Jack Perry defeats Shibata, who had him passed out in a chokehold. But Shibata didn't notice that his shoulders were pinned to the mat, and Jack Perry got the 1, 2, 3 to retain the TNT title. This was a hell of a just grappling affair, wrestling match. Both of these guys, man, hard hitting. More and more, I know people just shit on Jack Perry left and right, but I like what he's doing. I do. But it wasn't this match that was the main interest. It was these segments after that just outshine the whole match, if you ask me. But next up, after that, Shibata's getting jumped by Jack Perry, and out comes Daniel Garcia. Garcia chases Perry away, but then another surprise. Out comes MJF returning, going face-to-face with Garcia. And just when you think Jack Perry's gone, he comes right from behind, lays out Daniel Garcia, leaving him for pickings with MJF. MJF is attacking him. And then just when you had enough of your heart racing, here comes another surprise.
Adam Cole, baby!
Adam Cole made his return as a babyface somehow. We were just talking yesterday how AEW just randomly switches from heel to babyface overnight. This is another one. Last time these guys seen each other, MJF was the babyface. And what's his name? I forgot his name that quick. MJF. Adam Cole was the heel. But now the roles have reversed. You got MJF where he rightfully belongs as the heel, and Adam Cole as a babyface. Seems like they still got some heat, still gonna go at it. Hopefully they include Daniel Garcia in that, because their feud had already happened. Let's get Daniel Garcia some shine. But your thoughts on this chaotic ending and the match itself?
So I didn't know Adam was a heel, but I did know that MJF used to be a face, but he's been doing a lot of work to become a heel. And you said Adam Cole's been gone, so by right, if I've been gone for years, or gone for however long I've been gone, if I come back and you're my rival and you are now a heel, by technicality, I'm a face, baby.
Yeah,
and I was here for it. Boom.
Yeah, 100%, man. Well, it was a good ending, a lot of surprises, but like I said, everybody where they need to be. I did not like babyface MJF and heel Adam Cole. Now they're where they need to be. Let's see how this can play out. But like I said, keep Daniel Garcia in the mix, and we'll see what happens from there. But next up, in one of the best matches you'll see this year, with the help of Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher, Takeshita defeats Will Ospreay and Ricochet to become the new international champion. Afterwards, Kyle does not hesitate to turn on Will Ospreay, his brother, someone who raised him up in this game, taught him who he is, put him on this path to be a superstar that he is about to become. Because I told y'all weeks ago, Kyle Fletcher is the truth. But afterwards, Kyle didn't hesitate. He hit Will Ospreay with the Tiger Driver 98 to add, insult to injury. Not only did you lose your title, you damn near got your neck broke. Takeshita is the new international champion.
That's how you say his name?
Takeshita, yes.
I thought it was
how would you pronounce
Takeshita.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, Takeshita. But yes, he is the new international champion. How'd you like Ricochet? You know, you a WWE guy, so you seeing him in AEW. How'd that look?
I was actually a fan of the guy who won once I started watching it. Especially like they stopped fighting each other, start teaming up on him, and he put that little pad off and elbowed the dog snot out of both of them. Woo! I was like, yes, that's how you hit somebody.
Right. This needs to end with a push for Garcia, him versus Jack Perry for the TNT title. 100%. 100%, man. I think that Daniel Garcia needs to get a shot at that TNT title. I'd like to see Hook get a shot too. But we will see where that ends up. But
Ricochet did good. I think Ospreay was outshining him to me. Ospreay was I did like how they both did the little double dragon move, and I was just like, oh. But then after a while, I was just like, all right, they're both the high flyers, and that the guy who won seemed to be the strong arm, and being the big guy, I like when somebody can strong arm. So
yeah, that was
and the ending was nice when the man came out with the hoodie and nobody knew who he was.
Yeah, man, but the guy right there, like forewarning for those who just not jumping in, Chuck does not watch AEW. He just showed up tonight, and this is just a fresh, what do you want to call it? Fresh palate. He's just getting this taste of AEW, seeing what it's like. So he doesn't know much. So excuse his comments if he don't know what he know. But man, Ricochet, man.
I watch highlights here and there, but nothing like this. This is entertaining.
Ricochet, man, he all right. He doing all right, man. As long as he don't talk, he'll be great. But Takeshita is the truth, man. I'm glad he won. We got a new international champion. Let Will go up for some bigger titles, man. So we'll see where that goes. But next up, Swerve and Nana are confronted in the ring by MVP and Shelton Benjamin, and they ask him for a decision if he's with them or against them. Swerve ponders it and breaks down all the reasons why he should make his decision, but then he gives the most important and says Nana is family, and he doesn't turn on family. Shelton confronts Swerve and said they didn't ask him to join. They were telling him because without them, there is no Swerve. Before, though, things got out of control. Security came out, broke up MVP. Shelton Benjamin took him to the back. And then Nana and Swerve hug, staying together. Everybody thought that he was going to drop Nana for MVP. That is not the case. So now we know sooner than later we will be getting Bobby Lashley versus Swerve Strickland. Take my money. This is how you book a black superstar. Chuck, your thoughts on this segment?
I missed this segment.
Oh my God. Why is he even on this show? Why is he here? But your thoughts of just seeing Bobby Lashley in the future going against Swerve Strickland?
I was hoping that they was all going to team up as one giant group and then break up as a Swerve. Like, I don't need you here, and Bobby like, you do need me, and kind of one of those butt heads. But hey, if they're gonna start off from the jump as enemies, let's run it.
Right. When I think Bobby pull up soon now that Swerve made his decision, and you know that it's gonna be a war soon. And when he do, that's gonna be just like when Swerve was in this promo. It was a moment he looked at Shelton Benjamin and got serious, man, about just the state of black wrestling. He was like, when I was a kid, I was 12 years old. I would be crying being in the ring with you right now because I looked up to Shelton Benjamin growing up. He was a picture of black excellence. He gave Shelton his props. And I could see for a moment in interview, Sheldon wanted to cry like, damn, bro, I appreciate that shit. But he had to keep character. And I like how he was a professional at the end. He was the one that stepped to Swerve, like, look, you waiting on Bobby, you might get work from me. And Sheldon looked big. You could tell he been working out. He been anticipating this AEW return. So when Bobby come, whoo-wee, it's going to be a problem, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. Triple H, take notes. No shots fired, but hey.
Oh, you shooting? But hey, if anybody saw our live the other day, they would know I gotta go buy some more bullets. My gun is empty right now. I let loose on Carmelo Hayes.
Right. Next up, we got Hologram defeats the Beast Marta and stays undefeated in AEW. Like, okay, look, I don't watch a lot of Rampage and Collision. I see Hologram from time to time. He's been on Dynamite now a little bit more, so I'm seeing more of him. But I don't get it, all right? He is not the crispiest of the flippity flippers. He makes mistakes. He made one in this match that just pissed me off. Like I say, if you want to do high fly shit, you got to be on point. But anyway, I like Hologram, but the way that AEW with this undefeated streak is he Goldberg. I mean, this little guy, flippity flip dude that day, is he AEW's equivalent of Goldberg with this streak? I just don't get it. Maybe it's just me. But Chuck, did you see this match?
Yes, I wanted the other guy to win.
The Beast looks like a beast. He should be on the undefeated streak.
I think it was I just think it was like one of them David and Goliath type issues they was running with. But I want the big guy to win.
And this is one of my gripes with AEW. They built on the back of little flippity flip guys. No knock. I know I'll be saying flippity flip a lot. It may sound like I'm joking, but that's just a style.
Flippity flip.
Yeah, it's just you just more into the. It's not old school grappling, punches and kicks. It's more high fly shit. You know, the shit Bret Hart hates. Everything Bret Hart hates is a flippity flip match. But those type of matches, man, they got to be perfect, man. And him being there, Bill Goldberg, is like, what the fuck have we come to here, man? Anyway.
Yeah, no, I wanted the Beast to win.
Man. Next up, Darby Allin defeats Brody King in the 2024 David versus Goliath match. I thought that this was going to be given to Brody King, but I guess not. They're going to keep Darby Allin hot, man. I think Brody King is a giant. He needs to be wrecking people, but apparently Darby had it in him. He got the dub today. How'd you feel about this match and Darby Allin? Sting's protege.
I was going to say, I remember Darby used to be up in the Raptors with Sting. So
yeah.
He learned a thing or two.
So he did.
Now that he's down from the Raptors into the ring, and then only to see what happened later, it was a good win for him.
Good win, 100%. Yeah, that was definitely a good win. And
I'm seeing this guy on YouTube where they was making jokes about Darby Allin having a side job, but he was teaching kids how to do his finisher.
Yeah. Cheat Code University is on Instagram. He says you guys only do AEW. No, I only do AEW. Chuck is just joining me today, but we do WWE mostly. We are on SmackDown Live post show, Raw post show, NXT post show.
We cover all things wrestling. We'll try
all things wrestling except Collision and Rampage. One day, maybe, not yet. Just Dynamite pay-per-views. But next,
we're working on it though.
We are working on it. Yeah, Darby Allin looks solid. Brody King gets the L. Not mad at it at all, man. Darby's one of the pillars. You got to treat him as such. But next up.
And it took 2 coffin drops.
2 coffin drops. It did. But next up,
the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks defeat Private Party and completely shocked me, with the lead up to this, all the storytelling they've been doing. The promo that they had at the beginning of the match, period, just lets you believe that's about to be their moment. Private Party about to win, but they lost. Quite possibly because Stokely has been trying to be their manager. And as you know, Chuck, you don't watch it, but Stokely is a little shit. He's just a little menacing little man who turns babyface heels, makes you turn on your own father if you had to win. That's what Stokely does.
He's like the guy, what's his name, on Monday Night Raw, who's been trying to change Xavier.
Karrion Kross.
Yeah, so he's like him.
Somewhat, yeah, somewhat. So in Private Party are baby faces. So I'm looking at this as okay, maybe he's trying to be a symbol of you need to come with me to the dark side, then you'll win the titles. So, but did you see this match with the Young Bucks in Private Party?
Nope.
Okay, but I will tell the people who did see it, this was a hell of a match, man. Good false finishes, nice spots. The Young Bucks, people shit on them for having this EVP gimmick, but to me, it's working. I mean, they got the vest. He came out in pearls. They playing up. They want you to hate him. It's just like Solo in WWE. Everybody saying Solo sucks, Solo this, Solo that. Solo's what you're supposed to be feeling. You don't like him. That's what his role is. So whether you don't like him because he's still strong and just goofy or what, they're drawing that emotion out of you. And the same thing here, man. So I like the Young Bucks retaining. I would have liked Private Party getting a moment, but I guess that's going to come soon. You know, we will see.
And you know, it's messed up that you said Solo because I wanted to say something the other day. The thing I like most about Solo is he doesn't have a wrestler's voice.
Yeah.
He talk, oh, you really want to play with me? I'll take you there. I'm like, huh? Right. At least the wrestlers like, so listen here, brother. You know, like the from the chest. He like, oh yeah, acknowledge me. Right. Like, shut the fuck up, dog. You know, it's unbelievable.
Oh man, he said he hated Private Sports for You. So he hated Private Party loss too. Yeah, man, this was supposed to be their moment, man. They had that promo. That promo at the beginning that got me. I'm like, oh, they about to win. And then, like Coach DTM always say, when the champ come out first, that's a telling tale that they about to lose the title. And the Young Bucks came out first, but they retain and they are still the AEW Tag Team Champions.
See, I think when they heard Coach say that, because a lot of times they keep switching it up now since he said that.
Yeah, they do. They do, 100%. But next up, we get Mark Briscoe defeats Chris Jericho. This was that one match that didn't necessarily have to be on the card. Like I say, Jericho is on my pillar, on my Mount Rushmores of wrestlers of all time. I don't think nobody's going to knock him out of that spot no time soon. But this match, I went and got some food. I did a Chuck. I missed part of this match. I was like,
I missed the whole thing.
Why are you even here? I'm questioning myself.
Look, I had a conference call. I was supposed to go to work tonight, but I was watching wrestling, and I just got distracted from a minute after that Darby Allin match. I missed a couple. It's okay.
Hey, we're here. But Mark Briscoe did defeat Chris Jericho. It was a decent match. It's just, yeah, everything else was kind of hitting, man. This one kind of just, And for it to be the co-main event to what we saw next, it's just crazy to me. But it is what it is. Shout out Jericho, one of my pillars. Next up, though, Jon Moxley. We said it at the beginning of the show. Is the
Murdered a man.
Murdered a Man is the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion, the fourth time. He holds the record for winning the AEW World Champion more than anybody ever in the history on the planet Earth. Jon Moxley, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose, as your WWE self would know him better as. But he's the new champion, chokes him out afterwards. The crew came out, Marina, Pac, Claudio. They tied him up, beating the hell out of him. Darby comes down. They tie him up, beating the hell out of him. Security comes down. They wrecking them. It just looked violent.
Who's the guy that turned on him?
That was Wheeler Yuta. When they first choked out Daniel Bryanson, he was the one in the group who wasn't sure, like, why are we doing this to our leader? Why? He didn't get it, but today he showed his true colors and he assisted grabbing the bag and helping commit the murder of Bryan Danielson. How did this, as a person who doesn't watch AEW, how did this main event championship match come off to you?
I was confused on why Moxley, who I've seen as Dean Ambrose, I've seen as Moxley, usually gets a lot of offense in, and today he was just kind of like playing defense damn near the entire match, and I'm like, they letting Danielson getting a lot of fucking offense in. Like he's countering everything Jon Moxley starts to do, and I'm just like, I don't get it until the end. And I was like, oh, this was his send off match, if you will, because
right.
the last 2 minutes got, and he kept saying, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this to you. And then he hit a beret of moves, hit him with that choke. Then he put a bag on him, and I'm not understanding why he puts the belt in the bag.
It's like so Moxley has been telling this story where a new revolution has to come about in AEW, a lot more stricter, a lot more hardcore, and he's going to be the leader of it. But to start this revolution, he's got to kill off like all the people who are basically like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson starting with him. So that's what it is. He really wants to murder him because he's trying to change things in AEW for the
No, I'm
better
at the
or
title.
good. I'm not
Why
sure.
is the title in the bag?
The title being in the bag is playing into like their anti AEW. They're here to corrupt the system. They're coming from the outside, kind of like an outsider feel. NWO. I don't represent AEW. I'm here to change it. And that's why everybody thinks Shane McMahon is the leader of this new group that they started, because that would give off the illusion of change.
I love the fact that they were murdering a man and nobody they showed the insurance ramp twice.
Yeah.
And nobody came.
Nobody came.
And then after a while of him being in the bag, the tag team came out, the ones that fought the Bucks.
Right.
And Moxley handled them by himself.
Right.
And then the one guy came with the Jordans on, forgot his name, but he threw him off to the side and hit him with a chair.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now you see security come out, and they was literally handling security themselves.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Danielson literally just stopped moving, and then finally everybody else came out. I'm like, y'all, it took that long for y'all to come out?
Well, let me tell you the little backstory. See, Bryan Danielson was in that group, and they was doing heel shit, you know. And then when Danielson won a title, he became a babyface. That's why they jumped him, and they like, you ain't strong enough to be in this group. He became a babyface and doing nice shit for people. So that's kind of why nobody came out, because you was fucking up people with these niggas a couple months ago, you know. So it took a minute. It took a minute.
But I was like, dog, and then to watch them lower the ropes at the end.
Yeah.
And he wasn't moving. Even every time they kept showing, I was like, he was breathing, but he was barely, like, you know, normally you see they body still moving up and down. His body was barely moving up and down. I'm like, this guy's not, I just felt like I watched a murder and not a wrestling match.
Snug Wrestling Podcast. He say, what a wonderful Saturday with no wrestling tonight. I don't know if that's a shot at AEW because they clearly had a pay-per-view tonight.
Hey, man.
Oh, he took a nice, you missed it, man. It was a damn good pay-per-view. Had its moments where
no. Tonight was not wrestling. I just said it. Tonight was not, this was a murder. Someone got murder is the case that they wrote. Okay. I joke. I kid. No, he got murdered tonight.
Right. Yeah, he did get murdered tonight, man. He did get murdered, man. This was crazy, man. But I enjoyed it.
They went off showing Darby Allin and the guy behind him just looking like, oh. Like that was how they went out. I'm just like,
yeah.
And then I get a chime from you like, let's go live. I'm like, what the fuck? We just watched the murder.
Oh man. Pew pew.
I'm looking forward to whatever. You gotta let me know what channel this comes on now. I think I'm gonna come back.
Coach, I gotta see in the comments talking about LOL. You should have been watching this, Coach. You missed a damn good show.
No, Coach, you're right. You missed. He had us watch a murder. He was trying to have us watch a murder tonight. You would have been an accomplice.
Yep.
Shout out like an accomplice to a murder.
Yeah, this was accomplice to a murder, man. But on a scale of 1 to 10, what you saw tonight, how would you rank AEW Wrestledream?
I just did it.
And that was?
I need to know what channel this comes on because I want to watch more.
But on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you giving it?
I'm not ranking a murder, fam. You're not getting me to rank a murder. How good of a murder was this tonight? Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
AEW hardcore purist fans, this is something intriguing to them. Seeing a WWE person come over, they want to know, how does Chuck rank this.
The
that he's
fact that I
never
want to
seen.
watch it again, it means a lot. Like I'm really not. Do not feel comfortable ranking this when a man just got murdered on screen.
He said, "Who died?"
Brian, what's his name? Danielson
Bryan Danielson. You may
just
know
got
him, but
murdered.
just got murdered. He did get murdered, man. For the
They
second time,
they put a trash bag over his face for 3 minutes, choked him out for 2 minutes, and then beat the snot out of him. If he's not murdered,
yeah,
and then
he
they
lost.
slammed him on his neck over and over again. I know he has neck issues. Like,
He
Jesus.
said, "Did he lose?" Yes, he lost. Moxley is the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion for the 4th reign, and coaches in the comments saying, "Abe got another victim to watch AEW." He enjoyed it. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Who?
You.
I said I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it and want to watch more.
Right.
I just do not feel comfortable ranking it when a man got murdered. That's all I said.
Yes, he did get murdered.
The fact that I want to watch it again, let you know, hey, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed myself from tonight until the murder. I want to watch some more. I need to know what channel this comes on because y'all might have me.
Yeah, he said, "What the fuck?" So you know that means
that murder
is over. You know, he wanted to go out with a bang. Moxley, his boy, Bryan Danielson has retired. He said, when he lose the belt, that's it. Yeah, you lost it. It's over. Moxley, yes, has retired Danielson. It was symbolic. He the one thing I say I love about this, it was dope when Moxley beat Bryan Danielson. At the end, he broke character and he bowed to him. And you know, like when his body was laying there before they jumped him, he bowed to him, and you could really get that feel like, okay, they breaking kayfabe a little bit here. This probably is Danielson's last match. That's probably why they had the whole murder scene, and it was kind of wild, man. It was kind of wild. I can't believe you missed it. You said flabbergasted. Man, what a pay-per-view.
Matter of fact, how do you rank this? You the AEW Mark. What was your grade?
My grade,
how do you rank a murder?
For this pay-per-view.
For this murder.
Yep. The only thing that brought this pay-per-view down was Hologram and the Beast Mortos and Mark Briscoe and Chris Jericho. If those 2 matches weren't there, it'd be high 9s. But I'm going to give it about an 8.5. It was a B. It was a B show. Was not an A show. I'm not going to sit up here and be an AEW Mark. Oh, their pay-per-views are great. No, this was great spots. But overall, a couple matches should have not been on there or executed a little better.
Old girl moves fast, by the way.
Who?
The girl that's with Moxley, because they kicked her out.
Oh, Marina Shafir. Yeah.
She went through the little, what do they call it? The gorilla.
Yeah.
And then when his crew came out, she came out the back. And I'm like, oh, she was either they had the little cart, somebody with the cart in the back for her to drive around the building, or she just was running.
Right. He says, I hate Moxley. You can hate him, but he is the new champion. And I told people, nobody wanted to believe me. I said, Moxley is the heart of this company.
And then didn't he hit he hit the curve stump?
Yep.
And then I saw somebody earlier hit a Cody cutter. I'm like, oh, y'all just so disrespectful.
That's called the Ospreay cutter. That's called I will say that was Ospreay's move before Cody. That was definitely Ospreay.
Y'all. Good evening.
Good evening. We just got done watching Wrestledream, where we have a new AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and Bryan Danielson has officially been retired. It's over. You can go home and chill with Bree, make some more babies. But the question I have, who takes that title off of Moxley?
Say goodbye.
See you later, Bryan.
To what we have.
Home you go to Bree. Just don't catch a case like her sister's husband and end up hitting her, because it's tougher at home than it is on the road. Never forget it, brother.
Away the bad.
Back home you go. It's over. No more.
I watched the murder, bro.
That was good, though. It was good. It lets you know he is not coming back. They took him out on a stretcher. It will be a while. What was the match of the night? Match of the night to me was probably Ospreay, Takeshita, and Ricochet. Hands down. That was fucking amazing. And the fact that Takeshita is the new international champion, Kyle Fletcher assisted in the heel turn, beating down. That lets you know, like, now you got Takeshita, he's the champion. And now we finally get student versus professor, not Swerve, Osprey versus Kyle Fletcher. I'm telling y'all who don't know the story, the backstory.
Oh, and then
it's gonna be great.
I forgot that damn spot. Ricochet took it through the table.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yes. Takeshita is the new international champion, and not only did he win, to me he was fucking up Osprey, and they painted him like the big guy. That's what Chuck said. He don't even watch this, but he was like, Takeshita felt big.
Yeah, he felt like the muscle.
Yeah, he did. Takeshita is gonna dethrone. Oh, that'd be nice. I'd take him. I'd take him as the world heavyweight champion, especially after tonight. Tonight he just looked dominant, man. I wanted him to go up against Okada, but I guess they saving that for later. But great show. Great show. All I
was highly entertained.
Yeah, man. But I guess
going
that's
to come back on an AEW.
He will be here next Wednesday. I have wheeled him in. We have a new co-host for AEW post show.
Yes,
Chuck Jordan. We luring in Minx and Coach. Coach is in the chat right now. He wants to come watch. I can feel his energy. He's literally in the chat instead of on the show. So he is like, what they talk? They having fun. I'm gonna go watch me some AEW. I know you want to come over, man. Just go on, man. It's nothing, It's nothing. But on a sad note, you see my shirt, my Tigers. We was October ready, but we headed into November and we wasn't November ready, and it's over. Tigers, done. No more in the playoffs, but Cinderella, 12 o'clock just hit. But shout out my Tigers, man. You did the damn thing when nobody thought you could do it. We salute you.
We play tomorrow, don't we? Lions
tomorrow. Cowboys, you're going down.
Oh, Cowgirls. Hey, we're going to beat the Cowgirls.
Okada can't lace to. Yeah, you're right. Especially this Okada right now. He definitely cannot. Let's go, Cowboys. How do you block people?
I don't know. Cowgirls going down.
Cowboys. Where are you going? To the beginning of the draft next year? It ain't going nowhere else, not through us. It's going to be a sad day in Cowboy Stadium tomorrow. Put your money on that. We coming.
Put it on the pride.
Yeah, but next time, I guess y'all see us Cowboys for life. Sir, I did not know you were suicidal. Your life won't be lasting long being a fan of them. May you seek the help you desire. What does it say? My Chicago Bears are playing tomorrow morning against the Jags across the pond. All right, I'm going to root for your Bears till now, but we're going to cross paths. We divisional rivals. May God be with you as well. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Hey.
We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Live and in 3D. Hope your TV is 4K.
Hey,
Enjoy the show.
I hope your Cowgirls is ready to clean up our Lions pen.
Right. We eating Cubs.
Because we about to come drop a deuce.
Broncos country. Yo, I ain't mad at the Broncos. Broncos clean this year. 1,000%. I ain't mad at the Broncos at all. But none of y'all seeing us. Lions, Super Bowl champions. Put your money on it.
Whoa.
I take that you're a Packers fan. Packers can go to hell too.
Whoa.
I've hated Brett Favre. I hated Aaron Rodgers. And guess what Jordan Love can do? Go to hell. Right with him. Lions for life. I don't play with this NFL shit. Sub teams, B teams. It's us versus everybody. That Detroit slogan, that's not just a t-shirt. That's life. They got me turned up on some NFL. This is wrestling. I body slammed the whole comment section talking about my damn Lions.
Whoa.
Hey, man, they pay me, man. They cut me a check. I got to talk.
Whoa. They are definitely my NFC team.
Right.
But you already know I'm going with Patty.
They bring them hot takes to sports. Hey, I'm coming. I've been waiting for an outlet, to talk my Lions. So somebody give it to me. I'm there. I am there. I do wrestling, but don't get me started on some NFL. It ain't night time. For the Cowboys, it will be tomorrow. All right, man. I'm going to get out of here. But next time you guys will see us will be tomorrow. We're going to do a ring rant to recap some of this SmackDown shit going on. Pretty sure the whole crew will talk some Wrestledream things. The end of Bryan Danielson in the 4th title reign by Jon Moxley running AEW.
And we're going to get back to this Vince documentary sooner or later. To those
Vince documentary episode 4 tomorrow as well. We got to do. It's so much shit in the queue for us. Y'all don't even know, man. Y'all going to get swamped with this holy shit. But till then, though, it's your boy ABE from DET.
My name is, I need to change my name because shit, I am not about to be the accomplice of a murder. My name is ABE at DET.
And you've been tuned in to the Holy Shhh Podcast.
I'm an AEW Mark.
AEW Wrestledream post show. We out.